Hey guys, welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends. In today's video, we are on day 2 of our new free-to-play only account, where we're using our new download link to get ourselves Tagoar, Mausoleum, Mage, Fayne, and also Deacon Armstrong when we get to account level 45, which is going to be so huge when we get there. Can't wait to get the man. We are also taking the Supreme Gallic as our code, and we are starting the account with Gallic to unlock the Orc faction crypts, and once again, push through this, and you know, tomorrow we get our first crack at this boss. Hopefully we can clear it and see how we go. But that is the whole strategy. I will be doing daily videos updating you guys on this process. The whole idea is here that I do want to make an account where I'm only using free units, be it units from the download link or code, so that anyone can jump in and follow this strategy to boost themselves through the Arbiter missions and at least get themselves into, you know, decent levels of the dungeons and also clan boss. So that is what we are doing here. We are on day 2. I want to talk about a few things. We also have the beginner boost to our void shards. I was going to wait for a void tournament in the like a summoning tournament in the future, but we might just pop these for a second, see how we go. But we've got that. The other thing I want to mention is a few little things. Now, the first one is over here in the missions, I completely shifted what I was doing because on this one, dude, these ones get so bad when you need to get the greater arcane potions. So I don't know how much stamina I spent to get to 9 of these bad boys. I then spent 3 energy refills, farming stage 15, and did not get 1. It pissed me off so much that I'm like, okay, screw it. Because I was holding on to 6-starring my Gallic because I had, you know, fodder champions at level, at 5-star that I could use for the Ascension missions. And I just went, nah, I am not farming this thing another run to try and get that. So I went ahead and 6-starred the Gallic. And now you see I need 3 rank 5 champions. So I'm just farming the campaign stages. I am not bothering with doing those dungeon missions. And so I'm making my 5 stars, and you'll see that one of the very close missions, it's definitely something to consider when you get here, because like I said, farming stage 15 at this stage of the game is pretty decent, and the drop rates are still disgusting. But there is going to be one coming up here where I do need champions of level 50, 4 rank 5s. Where is it? There's a mission here. Upgrade 4 champions to level 50. So all I'm doing at the moment now is just farming up my fodder. We're in, because he's 6-star as well, we are farming 12-3 brutal. So all I'm doing is going to farm him up. You can see I've got the Mausoleum Mage to 5-star, which is awesome. And then I'm probably going to get Armiger up, because Armiger also helps with those elemental dungeons, and then he's going to help with Doom Tower when we unlock that in a few levels. So I'm going to do Armiger, and also he's an easy one to get to 5-star Ascension for that mission. And he is one of the core pieces I'm using as my free units to clear everything. So I'm just going to do these guys to 5-star, and then I will start leveling up fodder again for my Tagoar to 6-star. So that is the way I'm going to do it, because I need 4 level 50s. That is going to be my ploy for that one. And like I said, I'm just ignoring those for the minute, farming up my fodder, and then I will come back and hopefully be able to push a higher difficulty of those dungeons to make it more stable, because I remembered these things being a pain, but dude, when I did 3 refills and didn't get 1 when I was this close, it just did my head in. I'm like, nah, we're going to have a little pause from that and we'll come back to it. Then we should hopefully punch our way through all of this fairly easily and get into stage 2. And once again, we're only on day 2, so it's not too bad. Over here on the daily logins, let's take a look. Boom. There you go. We're still on day 2, waiting for day 3 to kick in. That was the first thing I wanted to mention, because those missions are a nightmare, and I remember them being bad, but I feel like this account just got way worse RNG on them. Now, the other thing I did was in campaign, once I 6-starred my Gallic, I definitely recommend doing this. You can see we're over on nightmare mode here. If you've got Gallic 6-star to Tagoar 5-star, depending on their stats, I definitely think trying to push a little bit of hard mode is nice. It does get you some extra silver. So this is stage 2 of it. I think the previous one had like 1 million silver or so. So it's like, it's a good little silver boost in these early stages of the game, especially if you're buying champions from the shop and trying to upgrade your first few pieces of gear. So I think it's really nice. Plus, you know, if I go a bit further, I'll get gems. Now you can see here, I was doing pretty easy. We stuffed up on one of them, but the rest of them, I was just autoing through with those 2 champions. To get it all. Got full stars on this one as well. And then this one, I got full stars. I did 2 where I only got 1 star. Tagoar started dying. So I was like, nah, I'm going to stop, because I at minimum want to get 2 stars, ideally 3. And I was just like, nah, this is getting a bit too rough. I don't want to be going through spending all this stamina just to get 1 star. So that's why I stopped. I will come back here once I 6-star my Tagoar, push through and get some more, because you do eventually get some legendary skill books and 3 5-star chickens if you get enough stars from the nightmare. So I think jumping in there, once again, again, you might not be there on day 2. I've sweated pretty hard to get here, but when you get to that point of getting your Gallic to 6-star and your Tagoar's 5-star, definitely a time where you can kind of jump in here and take a look. Now, I'm going to do this now because why not? Let's just pop these couple voids. Now, what I'm really hoping for is, you know, if we do get a 5-star, that would be huge because that would make it easier on making a level 50. I could just do that and then I could start building up my 6-star Tagoar earlier. I wouldn't use it, but just so I could do that mission a bit quicker. But let's just go ahead and pop these 2 anyway. Why not while the 2 times chance is on? Dude, I saw the bow and I thought it was going to be Cold Heart. Not Cold Heart, what's the other one? Yeah, Cold Heart. Yeah, that's not where it's at for me. All right, let's do the other one. Give me a good rare at least, please. Seducer, I got in my other one. Yeah, I'm not really going to be using that. Rip the dream. 2x doesn't work. It's all a myth. It's all a myth, dude. Anyway, I just want one of the good voids on either of my accounts. One of the good void rares. Yeah, anyway, let's keep moving on from that. As for the account and the champions, you can see I've done a few upgrades on my gear. I shifted around because I did get this crit rate perception gloves, which I upgraded to 16 purely because there's a gear enhancement event on. So I'm just trying to double dip on those things and get rewards while I, beef things up. I just took this chest to 16 as well. It gives me the 40%. It's got 14 crit rate. Don't need that much crit rate. As you can see, we're well and truly overcapped. But, I was just like, stuff it. Let's just slap some stuff on. And see how we go. So we are a little bit slow at the 163 speed over here on the Gallic. I would like him to be faster. But, we do have a bunch of crit rate that we can sacrifice into other places if we need to. Once again, we're just on the beginner gear that we get anyway. And this is the headpiece. You can see the headpiece is pretty average. It did roll a speed, which was nice. But that was just me trying to make the set so I could get a little bit of accuracy into the bloke. So that is where we are at on him. And then Tagoar is my other beastie unit. Now, Tagoar is in pretty much full farmable gear except for these 2 pieces, which I got from the beginner tournament. Because the beginner tournament, when you get to a certain threshold, you get the 4 pieces of 5-star rare speed gear. Unfortunately, this one rolled double resistance. If that rolled double speed, would have been huge. Then this one got 1 speed, which was nice. This headpiece rolled accuracy and speed. He doesn't need accuracy, but it's not bad. This farmable piece was huge. We got the 5-star HP gloves with the speed substat, so it gave him 10 speed. These ones had 3 speed on a 4-star chest, and then we took some 5-stars straight up to max, which they have double HP stats, which is not too bad. So that is where he is at. Once again, he's a little bit low on HP, but it ain't too bad at the end of the day. This one rolled horribly for me. I just wanted some HP into the man, and we rolled all the bad stats that we didn't need. Actually, is that better on him? Dude, I probably should have put it on him. Yeah, that's probably a swap I might make for that extra little bit of attack percent. But hey, I digress. That is where we're at. As for Ascensions, you can see that nothing's really ascended. That's because I took a break from these missions. And I don't think chasing Ascensions is something you do. You should only farm for Ascension materials when there is a mission to tell you to do so. And like I said, this time I'm trying to do it a bit more efficiently. So I will get a team of level 50s, or at least 4 level 50s, which is these top 4 characters. And I think if I get those 4 to level 50, I should be able to farm those dungeons a lot more efficiently, and then waste less stamina trying to get these things done, because that's a big issue, wasting stamina on these stupid missions. And then they're going to keep coming back. So if I have a team form that can kind of deal with them, that's what I'm hoping will help me along the way get through these things and save stamina / energy, whatever you want to call it. And the reason is because you really want to be farming as much of these the brutal 12-3 as possible, because that is what's going to give you the most account experience as well. So that was the thing that killed me, not so much that I was wasting the energy, that I was wasting the account experience, because unlocking things on your account is huge. For instance, we get the Doom Tower, which I'm hoping to unlock tomorrow at level 40. So getting the Doom Tower is big, because then you can get some nice little boosted progression rewards through that one. So that's what I really want to get to, is the Doom Tower at level 40, and then obviously level 45 to get our Deacon Armstrong, but also level 42 to get the Altar of Souls, so I can start checking and trying to get the souls for the champions that I know I'm going to be using in my dungeon and Demon Lord progression. So I'm really trying to rush account level, and the most efficient way to do that is to farm whatever gives you more champion experience. So for me, I'm just farming 12-3 because it gives me that good balance of silver as well, because obviously I am spam refreshing this market, buying out all the uncommons, all the mystery shards, and I've also been buying some common champions just to fill up my roster, because I am trying to push so hard, and now I'm using all my stamina at the moment on leveling up fodder. you kind of just need as many things as you can to go ahead and do it, because as you can see, I'm starting to get a little bit strapped for resources over here, including over here. You can see we're only on 7 mystery shards. Now, we have racked up the 16 ancient shards in not too long at all. It looks like we will get another one from this tournament. Honestly, I would rather the 75 gems than a summon, but I mean, the game's stupid in that way. Because those 75 gems is basically 2 refills, which basically would make me like, I don't know, like at least 3 stars, whereas the summon only gets me 1, and the gems also get me experience. So I was like, dude, the system needs to change there. It's so bad the way they organize that. But the other thing is, we got into Gold Arena already. So now we are on. The only reason I thought about that. Oh, where is it? Oh, you can't see it. My 15-minute timer just went off to let me know we're about to refresh in Arena. I completely forgot to mention this. So yes, we're in gold. You can see we're at 21-26. So we've made a decent little climb here. That was a bad refresh. Listen, I can't complain. The last refresh gave me 3 wins, so we'll take it. So we're just living off that 15-minute timer again, trying to rush through to gold 5 as quick as possible. Unfortunately, just due to the time we started, we did have, if I move my head, the daily reset happened just before. So I was still in silver for the daily reset, meaning I didn't get much from my chest. But that does mean that by the next one, I should be at gold 5, hopefully, which means we can hopefully get some decent gear on the next one once we do get there. But that is kind of where we are at. Besides that, clan boss, we're just doing the standard stuff. I think we did, what's this need? Normal needs 3.64. Yeah, we got 4.14. So we're already doing normal max chest and easy max chest. I landed myself in a guild, so I'm just guild sniping at the moment. I'm not playing in one of my own guilds, just because this early part, I think jumping between guilds, because if you look over here, what I managed to do, some people will, some of the guys in the Discord are building, like getting the easy clan quest, which is like get shields from campaign and stuff, which I did 3 times by guild hopping to dead guilds. Some of them will be going in and buying some of these either 5-6-star gear or just straight 6-star gear. For me, I do like the set. I think it's really solid, but I just thought getting the extra 1,000 stamina was what I wanted to do, because next week the energy won't be in the store. So that's why I used all my guild coins on the energy to get an extra 1,000 energy and get myself that account experience. And then next week, that's when I'll look to maybe buying some of this gear, but maybe also just picking up some of those accessories to start filling out my accessory roster. So that's why early game, I think guild hopping to dead guilds. There's so many dead guilds. Just look for guilds with 1 player with auto join, and then you can take your pick of any quest that you want, and that way you can go ahead and do it. So there's like a few easy ones that in the early days I took the quest, which was the one to get like 3 shields, 3 rare or epic shields from campaign battles. That's because you get your first time clear rewards, which sometimes have those, so you can get something like that. And also then I just farmed some stage 6 brutal boss just to try and get some extra speed pieces, which I did pretty decent with, and also just to get that. So that's how I did it 3 times. But you know, other ones like selling, selling 5 million worth of stuff to get, like this one, earn a total of 5 million silver from selling artifacts. If you're just farming fodder, you will get there throughout a course of a week. So I'll probably jump into a scrap guild, pick up that one. There's one for finishing, you're completing an entire event, which was one of the ones I picked up as well, because I did complete the Dungeon Divers event over here. And then there's other ones for like finishing top 3 in a tournament. That's another really easy one to do that everyone always wants. So abusing a dead clan to jump in and do that. And then once again, in this early game, as much as I enjoy playing in a proper clan, if you then swap over to a high level clan that has free entry, you can start buying some of these better things with your clan gold. I think the clan system is absolutely broken. I spoke about this in another video, and they really need to adjust it so that new clans have a reason to actually play the game. But that is what I wanted to mention there. My Demon Lord keys just filled up. I'm just waiting for the daily reset so I can do my advanced missions, because we did unlock the advanced missions as well and start cruising through those. You can see we got 19 minutes until the day changes over. And I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go through. My Mausoleum Mage, I didn't show you his build. So he actually came up not too bad. A decent little bit of speed, bit of HP and defense. He is low level, so that's why his base stats are so low at the moment. But I think the Mausoleum Mage is just a really solid one to put on some of this speed gear. I just picked up a bunch of 4 and 5 stars stars and just upgraded them to find some speed. This one didn't have speed, but 5-star HP, I just had to take it. This one was defense. I had nothing else with defense or HP in this slot that was 5-star, so I just slapped that on. Plus, he does like a bit of resistance. And then we just maxed out some speed boots because why the hell not? Get him a little bit of speed so he does help me out in those dungeons and stuff like that. And that is pretty much everything to do with the account. These two are just on some scrap pieces that I did for some of the challenges, and that's pretty much it. I just had to upgrade, had to have 3 2-piece sets of 4-star or higher at plus 12 for 4 champions. So that's why these two have the stuff they have, because I just wasted some silver upgrading gear because the stupid challenges told me to do that. So that is where we are at. And that pretty much wraps up the day. I don't think we have anything else in the forge that we can craft. No, we need tomorrow to come around. Hopefully land ourselves some of the big perceptions and start crafting some more good pieces. But that wraps it up, guys. I'm just trying to think of anything else. I think I've got it pretty much covered. This is the only upgrade I've done over here in the Great Hall. I know some people say it's retrospective, but I'm just too paranoid that I'm just waiting for a mission to tell me to do something before I actually go ahead and do it. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.